Okay, here we go, everybody. Wow. Jean, it looks like we just got here to the party at the right time. Everybody's been just really zapping it up, yucking it up in the chat.
Lots of chatter going on. Hi, everybody, and good morning, Allie. How are
Good
you?
morning. Good morning, dear. I'm doing great. Thank you, Jean. And I guess you are too. You have Scott Scorpio Sun on your channel after this. And that will be very fun. Scott, I see you're here. It's welcome, Scott. And of course, his number one girl, Jackie Jacaranda.
Hi,
So,
Jackie.
yeah. Um, yeah, I was just starting to tell Jean about our book club that met yesterday. We had 12 ladies and we talked about one of the books that we read and picked another one for next time. If anybody ever wants to join, just let me know. We're going to be reading the 4 agreements for our April book club, which isn't very long. Yeah, it's only about 112 or 120 pages, so it won't take you too long to read it. And it should be an interesting conversation. And then we hope to read on the Akashic Records and animal communication, maybe some time travel, things like that. Yeah.
And what is the fee to belong to this book club, Allie?
Nothing.
I don't think everybody knows that. I don't think
Okay.
everybody, so it is at no cost. This is, Allie is doing this for educational purposes and to expand her and everybody's soul growth or spiritual growth, and
Mm-hmm.
to connect with each other is very important at this time
Yep.
in history. Um, I think that's so very generous of you, Allie, and there's
It
very
brings me a lot of joy too. And it's only once a month. So there's no huge commitment. We met yesterday. I think we were here together for 90 minutes. Depending, and everybody can come and go as they want if they need to leave or whatever. It's always on a Saturday. It's always at 3 o'clock Pacific time or 6 o'clock Eastern time. And yeah, it's free. You have to buy the book or get the book from the library or something like that. But yeah, it's very nice. It's something I've always wanted to do and haven't been able to really do. So anybody's welcome. And if like we had 4 or 5 people that couldn't make it last night, but they'll still get the emails and they can come anytime they want. So there you go. Yeah.
That's lovely. That's lovely. And it's on Zoom, is that correct?
It's on Zoom. Yeah, it is. And when we get enough people where we can do breakout groups and things like that. But
Uh-huh.
right now we think we have high case travel. Yes, it is. Miss Mims was one of the group. She's here today. Sherry's in it. Yeah, we have Sherry
Oh,
in it. And
you gotta give the or the headliners to, because everybody's going to want to go now.
uh-huh. Kate, Dream Detective Kate, Diana Bowles. We have a couple of lurkers who don't usually show themselves in the chat that are there that are wonderful people. We have Gina from the UK, Larika from Sweden, and Anne Simpson from New Zealand. Oh, it's just a
Wow.
great group of folks. Yeah, it's a global book club. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so let me know if you're interested. And yes, Miss Mims says, Jean, I hope you come.
Aw.
You would have a lot. You would have a lot to say, Jean. I think we're all just in a sharing mode, and it's that interaction that makes it so beautiful. So
I have to
yeah,
say, the only challenge for me is I would need a chapter a month book club, because there's no way I could read an entire book in 1 month. I mean, a month for me is like, you know,
can you?
um,
Some people listen to them. Some people listen to them audible. As a matter of fact, Kate does. She listens to all her books. So if you're driving to work or not, I don't know how that works for you, but you could always do that. But yeah, I know. And Sherry wasn't able to finish it because she got it late. But I think she was able to have a discussion with us and then also to know that because we read Journey of Souls, which was a lot about what happens between lives. And it actually is something that I have experienced. I have had the regression and gone out of my body and between lives and chosen another life and talked about the last one. And so for me, it was validation, of course. And it was like, yeah, this is right. This is right. This happens. Yeah. So it's kind of fun. It really was.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so let's say hi to some folks in
Mhm.
the chat. Emerald Buddha's here.
Okay, so
Welcome.
somebody wants to know how to join the book club.
Oh, okay. Send me an email at heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com. Make sure you put Heart and Soul Connected into one word. And I will put you on the email list, and we'll include you in those emails that go out that talk about the time. We did already decide on April 22nd, which is Earth Day. That's our next meeting. So you have, maybe this book, like for instance, Jean, this book for you would maybe be able to be read because it's only 100-something pages. So, sometimes we'll be doing that. So yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
All
And
right.
in the note in the subject section, put book club for her so
Mm-hmm.
she'll know right away. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. And again, you do not have to come every week if you can't, or every month if you can't. It's under things happen. We understand that. So, hi, Craig. Good morning. Good morning to, well, I said Emerald Buddha and Hypnicity.
So, Allie, while we're looking for questions, I wanted to share with you last week when I was here, I talked to you about the equinox and my experience of not having it fall on the equinox, the traditional equinox date. And I think it was like the 21st on the calendar.
Right.
And so I was curious because I'm like, I just said that, and everybody was like, Jean, are you sure? So I looked it up after, I
Mm-hmm.
was like doubting myself. I thought, oh, let me look it up. So Friday, the 17th of March was my equinox. The sun rose at 7:16 and the sun
Okay.
set at 7:16. It was the equal day and night hours. And
Ah.
so yeah, Friday the 17th was my equinox. And so Joan says, "Oh, happy equinox, Jean," like she was like,
That's great. Like she already knew that was your equinox time. Wow.
well,
That's
yeah.
cool. That
It
is
is one
really
of my
cool.
favorite times of the year, and
Uh-huh.
I can
Uh-huh.
feel the energies. I can feel the energies. And the other thing that I learned is that it's around the same time as Easter and Passover, and the Passover also has another meaning that during the equinox is when the sun passes over the equator to go to the
Uh-huh.
northern hemisphere. I
Yeah.
had no idea that that was also the meaning of Passover and why it's during this time.
Oh, I thought it had to do with when there was a an edict sent out that all Jewish babies that were around Moses' time, because he was they were looking for him, all Jewish babies that were um, in houses, firstborns would just be killed by this pox that was going to come through. And what they did was they put blood around the doorway, and that was for the thing to pass over. Is that what you
Yeah.
thought too? Yeah. Okay.
Yes. I mean, that is
All right.
also another
It is.
interpretation.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they use that both of there's an
Okay.
astrological and
Oh,
a yeah, religious, but
and a
both
religious
meanings.
one.
I thought it was very interesting and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks for sharing. That's awesome. I'm going to be on with Valerie tomorrow. Which is the real, I guess, not the real equinox, but you know what I mean. When it falls into place,
Observed. Observed,
observed.
yeah.
Yeah, observed. And we're going to talk about some of the astrological things, which we've already started. I'm not going to bring it up because most of it's negative, but it's just the things that started actually on Friday. So there might have been a lot of people that started their equinox on Friday. you know, because there was a lot going on this weekend. So there you go. There you go. And I know everybody was tuned into Linda G on Saturday, yesterday, who was doing some interesting predictions. So that was awesome. Anyway, so hi everybody. I just want to recognize a few more of you before we go. Esther, Kay, and let's see who else is here. Scorpio Mother, and Jackie, I said earlier. Who else snuck in? Did you see anybody, Jean?
I see
Let's see.
Stacy Richardson.
Oh, Stacy. Hi, Stacy. And Miss Mims. And, oh, good. Wiki. You guys are all up and at 'em. Like, of course, in Jean's area, it's like 1:00, isn't it, Jean? You've already
It is.
half the day is over. Hi, Jill. And Melinda Salinas, welcome. Swampy. Wow, lots of folks here today. Thank you so much. Carolyn. Oh, Carolyn, you want it? Good. Join us, Carolyn. You'll like it. Akila, yes. Journey of Souls was an amazing first book for us to do. Kate's Travel, it's at 3 Pacific on the 22nd of April will be our next one. Okay. Kay, I want you to send me the email is Heart and Soul Connected, one word, heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com. Hi, Ann. Ann was there last night with bells on. Of course, it's already Monday. She's back to work today. Sorry, Ann. Hi, Teacher Barbara. Mary Thornberry. It's good to see you. Kathy N. Wow, we got a lot of folks in the house here today. Amanda Carroll, Linda De Gonzalez. That's some more book club people here. Okay, I got your question, Melinda. Yeah, I like Jean's Passover story better too. That's much better. I agree with you 100%.
It was just another meaning. It's not necessarily instead of. It's just another meaning that I had not heard of before. So, okay.
Hi, Lottie. I just put that up because she wanted to share it with you, Jean. So, hi, Lottie, Maruda. All right. So she got a phone call from her Carl on the other side. She dropped the phone. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't it be cool if they could call us from heaven all the time? Hi, how you doing, Jean? I saw that you went here and there yesterday.
Well, they do in a sense, if we can consider that without that technology. It's hard to have a conversation, but it's possible to make the connection for sure. That's amazing, Jill. Thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely. Yes. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So I have 5 questions listed here. If I've missed you, tell me. I have Craig, Hypnicity, Scorpio Mama, Melinda, and Starry Night Seeker. Did I miss anybody? Did somebody put something in there that I just didn't see? Let me know. Thanks, Jackie, for putting that in there. Yes, the 4 Agreements is the book for next month. Hello, Teresa Hadarian. I know Starry Night, I would too. Okay, I got you a light worker. Thank you. Craig, did that happen to you? Your mom and I, when your dad died on the 25th of December, 1976, 2 weeks later, you got a phone call. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah, they say they can manipulate energy and electronics quite easily.
Right. Wow. That's, wow. Still blows me away. It reminds me of Peggy Sue got married. I brought that up before, how she's talking to her grandmother on the phone. And the phone rings and she picks it up as her grandmother. Her grandmother's been dead for 25 years or whatever. And she's like, Grandma, and I could, by the way, I watched, what was it? The Whale last night, The Whale. And no wonder he won the Academy Award. He was awesome. And he was wearing a 100-pound fat suit that did not look like a fat suit at all. And he did just a really wonderful job. It's poignant. It's frustrating at times, but my husband was crying at the end. So whenever that happens, it's a good movie. So
wow,
yeah, it was very good. And you can stream it on. Apparently on Apple TV or on Amazon Prime. It cost me $1.50. $5.99. What am I saying? $1.50. Nothing costs $1.50. All right. Not even a coffee does, right? Oh, all right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and choose someone we haven't read for the first question, please. It's Melinda Salinas. We may have read for her, but not for a while. And so she's wondering if there are any messages from her spirit guides and angels. And remembering that It takes Jean just a little while longer in the beginning to get tuned in and tapped up, but she did have a powerful meditation this morning, so good for you, Jean.
So, Melinda, they are referencing your pets. I don't recall if it was a dog or a cat that you have, but they're referencing that they are in our lives for many different reasons, and um, to recognize that there is a healing that our pets provide for us, and
Mm,
um, and if there is something that is causing you woe on your heart, it's if you share this with your pet, it is something that they can help you to transmute. There's many different sort of decisions and options in front of you, and you just don't know which way to turn. And they want you to know that to follow your gut, which is easy to say, hard to do. And they're saying that you can't make a wrong decision. If you're prompted to make a change, if you're prompted to take a step, they want you to take that step and to change the situation and to move into a new energy. And if this was not the most optimum, you will have another opportunity to move to another step and another opportunity. And they're saying to not be paralyzed by fear and the fear of what may go wrong. That if you're being inspired to take a step or make a change, to trust that this is coming from guidance.
wow. Wow. Now you're going to be my mark today, because every time Mark and I were reading on Thursday, we were hitting each other's. I'm getting no, it's not time right now. It's not yet time. Doesn't mean time isn't on its way, which is kind of what you said. This is not the divine right time to take any action, so be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. So there's that one. The second one I got is to make a decision. You need to make a decision. And I love this because it's got a heart and it's got a feather there. And it says here, you've got to balance out, are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another? Accept the divine guidance pointing toward your own joy, because you deserve it. So it's the heart over the head type thing, perhaps, even though the feather is sort of airy. So that would be high mind or air. Take the time to make that decision. And then it says, angels of healing are all around you. Look at the sword, how shiny it is. And that is the medical symbol there. So they're healing with you. And if they're about to bless your life, accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light that will enhance the strength that you need. So it's looking really good. Just be a little more patient, because it's making its way to you, and then you'll have to make that decision in order to grow and to move forward. Wow. Very nice. Thank you, Jean.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Allie. That was
Uh-huh.
beautiful. Very appropriate.
Mm-hmm. So a light worker is putting her toddler in pre-K this year, and the best for her, and is this the best for her in my career? I'm afraid of her getting long COVID. Oh, I don't blame you at all, honestly. It must be a very hard decision to make. Wow.
Well, it seems like the decision's already been made, and you just want reassurance. And what you can do is call on your angels to come and assist and help to protect your toddler and um, it, and this is probably the most difficult. I don't know how women do it, is to separate themselves from their child that they had so much protection over for so many years, and then to leave them at pre-K. It's just it's one of the most difficult things, and I empathize with you. But don't allow the fear of the worst case scenario to ruin or to taint or to cause you more anxiety than necessary. Think of what the best outcome would be. She would be socialized. She would meet her best friend. Maybe she would meet somebody that she would be best friends with and grow up with together. And maybe she would be the apple of the teacher's eye and bring so much inspiration to the teacher. I mean, there's many, many things to anticipate and to try to anticipate the most benevolent outcome. It's very important to feel this energy, because what we feel and what we focus on, we bring towards us. Um, it's it's uh,
Yeah.
it's a valid concern, but try not to let it consume your thoughts, and try and think of the bright side and what the best outcome would be.
Yeah.
But all the best to you.
Oh, well, okay. So the first card I got was Finder of Lost Things. And so my feeling is that you're feeling the loss of having to, like Jean said, of having to put your child into a pre-K after having the ability to spend so much time together. And that's very difficult. So there's a little bit of guilt coming in as well with this particular choice. And, I understand it completely because I had to do it myself. And I remember just crying and crying for days because I didn't want to leave my little boy. He was such a delight to me and brought me so much joy. So it is a loss for you in some ways. I think and so there's some of that fear is kicking in because of the loss of being able to be with the baby all the time. I think that you're going to find, or you found a place that is has an attraction for you, and that you'll feel a lot more comfortable once this child starts going there, and you have a sort of a camaraderie with the teacher or the people that are in the classroom. And I believe isn't pre-K just half a day? I don't know for sure how that works, but you do want to always be eagle-eyed, and there's nothing wrong with being eagle-eyed. Especially for young children. If you were worried about your child going to college, I might say back off a little bit, let them have a little bit of, but as a pre-K parent, no, not at all. And it says here, keep a check. There's like a check or a calendar up there, and be persistent, without being annoying, of course, with the teacher. But anytime that I think they have to let you know if anybody has COVID or if anybody has, of course, it's like a petri dish, no matter what, in a classroom, because kids tend to, but
Build
at the
their
same
immunity.
time, yeah, they need to build their immunity. That's right. I don't envy you, dear, but I certainly we put divine light around you, and remember to call your angels in and know that you are divinely, and your child divinely protected. So thank you very much. Oh, here's an affirmation here from is it Melinda? She said she had a dog, Sophie. So when you brought up the last reading, you were talking about her pets, and so
Okay.
yeah, she said yes, she has a dog named Sophie. Okay.
And Belinda is also making a comment at I think it's 10:24 your time.
Okay.
She's letting Lightworker know that she's a pre-K teacher as well.
Oh, wow. That's so cool that you're here. You are, and your feelings are normal. Parents are still worried. Yeah, I have not seen many of my students with get COVID. Okay. And I don't think it's normal for young children anymore, at least, to wear the masks. And so they don't want to be ostracized. But Melinda, that's wonderful that you are here to talk to a light worker. Thank you.
And that they first two questions. It's like divinely guided. I'm letting, and this is how easy it is for all of us, everybody, to just pay attention. And it's no accident that Allie chose those two for the first two questions and the link that they had to one another. And everything in our lives is linked like this, and just to be aware.
Isn't it cool? I mean, it just warms your heart. And these people warm my heart anyway, but something like that, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for being so supportive of each other. Okay, so Hypnicity's dizziness is back. It's been away. It's been a while. Any insights, including those in chat? Okay. We'll look at it from a metaphysical perspective, honey. I don't know if you need to go in and what is it, inner ear? Isn't that another thing that happens, I believe? But I'm not a doctor, so might be something you might want to check on. But we'll look at it from a spiritual perspective.
I'm getting grounding, to practice grounding and to do your grounding meditation, to go outside, to sit on a tree, to send energy to Gaia, to through the earth, and to bring energy up from the earth. There's a balancing that needs to occur in your energy, and run your chakras, soak in a bath, calm yourself, drink like the chamomile tea. There's a balancing that needs to occur, and it's manifesting in a physical sense right now, but it is more of an energetic balancing.
Okay. Yep. She says it could be, but she doesn't think so. She thinks it is spiritual. But it was mentioned that from Starry Night Seeker that your medications can do that. I know if my blood pressure is wacky and I get up out of bed too fast, I'm ready to tip over. But I mean, I don't have it all the time, but it's very off-putting if you have to get up quickly. But yeah, it could be. That's great, Jean. I'm glad that you saw it from that perspective. Wow. All right. All right. Let's see what my cards say. Okay. I love this because it's bringing up, you're not on meds. Okay. Stay in tune, it says, and look, it's a couple kissing each other. So, and then I get love. So I think your husband has to take care of some of these things. Or it could be you balancing out your male and female energies. I don't know. But those first two cards crack me up because it's like, I don't know. Have your husband help you work it out. I see also that you're going through an extreme amount of change. And we all are. We all are on etheric levels. And as far as our DNA goes and as far as our vibration goes. And so that would definitely make an impact on us as well with how we operate in the 3D world. It's really rough for us because I was just listening last night to the Philadelphia experiment video. And it's if anybody's ever heard of it before, it's when there was a big ship for the Navy and they did some kind of experiment and they were able to do what they call a time travel situation. I don't know how. And but Tesla was involved in it and everything. It was quite interesting. But what happened was they disappeared this huge ship. Then they brought it back and like almost immediately. And the people were stuck between the decks and everything because the ship liquefied, so to speak. And when they came back, a lot of them had died because they were stuck in the metal of the ship.
Oh my gosh.
Which is kind of a creepy thing. But what the point of the whole thing was to see if we could go through this time thing, this time Taurus, they called it. And apparently there's just a lot of things we don't even know about. So, and again, I'm not a conspiracy person, but I just thought it was fascinating. And so, I'm seeing that we're going through these changes as well right now with our own physicality. But what he was saying was this time Taurus thing was a 5D thing and we're 3D, and how difficult it is to go through that at that time. We weren't ready for it. So that was interesting.
That's very powerful.
It is powerful. The last card I get is your imagination. Sometimes it's just your imagination, but not really. When I'm dizzy, I'm dizzy. So I don't scoff at the fact that you feel you're dizzy, but it could very well be something that is just going on with you at that moment. I'm hoping it will go away. It's nothing more
I
discombobulated.
I have a reading that I'd like to share with everybody that I did yesterday that really blew my mind. Somebody asked me to get a message from their pet cat, from their cat who had crossed over like 10 years before. And I was picking up the energy of the cat, and the cat showed me her tail straight up in the air, like constantly. The cat was walking around, but the tail was straight up the whole time. And the cat was telling me that she was like, always trying to balance on this uneven and unsteady furniture, and the skinniest little fragile things, and trying to balance. And this was the cat always got into these situations where they were trying to balance. Cats do this normally, but this cat was
Yeah.
very, I mean, was just excessive about it. And I asked what the message was, what the cat was trying to tell me. And the cat told me, get this, you guys, blew my mind, that the cat was practicing law of attraction. And I'm like, what? What? And the cat said that because the cat was balancing so much, they were generating the energy of balance for the cat's mom so that they would have balance in their life. The cat was constantly balancing her, everywhere, all the time, to generate law of attraction. It blew my
Oh
mind.
yeah. Well, and they're so mystical. One of the questions on Thursday that was given to us was why her cat is snarling around. Is there a spirit in the house? And, her cat's being very strange. And then we read on it. And then she told us that her husband was home to have hospice at home. And we're like, of course, it's all the entities, all the people, all they're coming to visit him. The spirits are all there and to help him out and to get him over, crossed over and everything. But those cats are amazing. I think dogs are too, but I think cats have this innate sixth sense, where they
It's a
can
higher
they can see it. Yeah, higher.
a
Yeah,
higher purpose, and a just a energetic balance. Just really amazing.
yeah. Miss Mims, chakra balance, sonic healing can also help. Yes, red lentil. She's wonderful. She really is. If you get a chance, you can go over there. She does some meditations as well, I believe. And so, yeah, she is totally wonderful. All right, let's see. Cats are the best. Yes, Viviani. I've never had one. I maybe need to get one, but I think I'll wait till all my dogs are settled in here. I think I have enough right now. My son-in-law bought me a sign for Christmas, and it says, "Yes, I really do need all these dogs."
Aw. That's perfect for you.
I know. It was interesting that he did that. So Craig Dixon placed white rose in a crystal on Virginia Rappy's resting place, or Rap, I don't know how you say it, in the Hollywood. Is she okay with this? It was a promise I made because she told Clara and I her story. Oh, I think so. I do you she I think he was worried that Clara might not like it.
Mm.
Um, Craig, if Clara was your wife, and you were able to get feedback from her in the physical, and you explained to her, "I'm going to do this because of this." I would say if she was very jealous, that wouldn't be a good relationship. But and because you two are so connected, she pretty much knows your motivations for what you do. I don't think she has a problem with whatever it is you do. I think she trusts you implicitly, don't you, Jean?
I agree. And I think
Yeah.
that, Craig, it's important for you to reassure yourself that your intentions are honorable, uh, and to trust yourself, trust your instincts. And yeah, I think that they both are okay with it. And it's really nice. Sometimes we just need the validation. Sometimes we just need to hear back, yes, we're doing the right thing. Yes, we're okay. We're on the right
Right.
road, you know? Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Very good. Um, yes, Miss Mims. Thank you so much. That it was a beautiful reading. Yeah. And Jean does do private readings. If anybody, and I believe I may be speaking out of turn. Are they on a sliding scale if needed or not?
Well, actually, no, they are not. They were at one time.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
no longer. They're a set price, but I do actually have a special for the
Oh,
expo
okay.
that I'm doing that's coming up. So they have
Yeah.
an online special that it's half price, half off the 1 hour reading. So
Okay.
that's on
So you take
my
that from
website.
this community as well if they want one.
Right,
Okay.
right.
All right, Jean. Thank you. I didn't want to put it out there and be wrong. So thank you for telling me that. Yeah. Linda also got Spirit gave her two budgies, two little birds that have been generating so much joy. I know you were a little yeah, I don't know if I want two more birds, right? But yeah, you know that you were right place, right time, Linda. So that's awesome. That's really awesome.
And
All
they
right.
generate joy, which is also law of attraction, right? And they're
Uh,
generating joy for you to bring joy into your life. I was blown away. I mean, the whole world has now changed for me. I mean,
yeah.
just amazing.
It is, isn't it? My husband even said to me the other day, because we were talking about the book club and how Anne was in New Zealand and this one was there and how we met. He said, "Would you have believed 2 years, 3 years ago that this would all be going on?" And I said, "I don't think so. I mean, I wanted it to. So what I was seeking was also seeking me, but I still didn't quote believe in it, I guess. And that's the way because I gave it over." um, then it was able to come in at the right time. And that's exactly what you did, Jean. Yeah, that's really so. Guardian, yes, there was a spiritual, or there can be still some part of it. And we do get hit with wobble. And that's what Esther Hicks says a lot of time. So if you're thinking something negative or something negative comes out of your mouth, it creates what they call wobble, according to her. In other words, oh, wait a minute now, I got to get back on my 2 feet here and I better say the right thing. But the good news is that light has won all living, and I agree with you 100%. Light is making its way to all of us. And that's a wonderful reminder. Yeah. Oh, is Virginia Rapp okay with it? Yeah, she's okay with it. Why wouldn't she be, Craig? If somebody came back to you, uh, uh, even to your mother's grave, let's say, if you went to your mother's grave and there were flowers there, wouldn't that warm your heart? It would warm my heart if someone did that. I wouldn't have to know even who they were. So, yeah. Yep. All right. Yes. Here we go. Scorpio Mama. How will next week be? Well, hopefully it will be sunny.
Hmm.
People will be into spring. Spring will,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. How do you want it to be? Are you going to manifest it to be good next week? Let's see. Ooh, that's what I got. A sunny day. Isn't that funny? I got a sunny day for you.
I think it's amazing, Allie. Just it's just amazing. You're in your manifestation mode right now, Allie, and you are it's amazing. You speak it and it comes to be.
Comes
So
instantly. Or even Mark spoke it and then the word would come up next. It was amazing. Yeah.
you're very connected. Yep,
Mhm,
absolutely. What
mhm.
a beautiful thing. So, Scorpio Mama, I see that you are sort of doing a little bit of spring cleaning, a little bit of rearranging, a little bit of like getting out um, maybe different linens or different towels or different, you're changing sort of your environment a little bit. Um, I'm not sure if you put this almost like how we would if we were to decorate for Christmas and then you put all the decorations away and you bring out the Easter decorations or something like this. Like, I see that you're changing your environment and decorating and maybe rearranging the furniture, maybe there's something that you are preparing for, moving around, maybe cleaning out closets, repurposing an extra bedroom. There's I see you just rearranging and repurposing and sort of giving a new life, new energy to your surroundings. That's what I see.
Oh. She says she wants it to be beautiful, and if you want it to be beautiful, then you should make it so. The rest of that it said about being sunny, it says that optimism leads to success, which is part of what you want. You want it to be beautiful, so make it beautiful. And it says you're going in the right direction. So I think that you've got a good lot of beauty coming, and sunny is good. Yes, it is. Yeah, that is great. Mary Thornberry, I love this Mary Thornberry. Says she had the most woo-woo day. I love it. It was a little miracle happening in such synchronicity that other people even noticed it.
Wow.
Beautiful, Mary. That's just beautiful. When other people notice it, and they're not even metaphysical, that isn't their positionality, let's say, then you know that part of that is your creation and your manifestation, and they were just along for the ride. Wow.
That's beautiful, Mary. Good for you.
Thanks for sharing that, Mary. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's wonderful. Wonderful. What do we see for you in the near future? Well, I won't say sunshine because I don't think I can pull that card twice, but let's see.
I see a new perspective. I see somebody like opening a curtain, you know, those blackout curtains, and somebody's opening the curtain and having the light shine in. And it looks like there's a new perspective, like a new dawning almost. But just a new there's something that is lifted. There may have been a cloud over you, or sort of they're just showing me the cloud, the curtain, something opening and allowing the light to shine and to have things sort of be seen, or to be the perspective. You'll see it in a new light. That's what they're trying to tell me. You will see something in a new light. That's exactly what they're trying to tell me.
Sometimes it just takes us a little time to get around to the right words.
I don't know. I'm like, what's this curtain? What is the light coming in? And then they phrase it in that way, it makes much more sense.
Of
You know
course.
what I mean?
Of
So
course. It's awesome.
you may have been like asking for clarity on something, or asking for just it's just something you'll see in a new light. How beautiful.
Look at this.
Wow.
I get the chills. I have the chills. Oh my
What a
God.
beautiful thing.
I am so, I think I might start crying actually. Oh my God. Oh,
That's big. And
it is
and
very big.
you opened up that portal.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
I think.
And
Mhm.
oh my God. My brother that passed in December, he and I didn't talk for 14 years, and it was always upsetting to me. He didn't want anything to do with me for a long time. And it was over some silly stuff after my dad died. And when we did, we picked up and we tried to make up for all those years. And although you can't really do that, in some ways you can, because there is now some ability to pull the curtain back, as you said, and start anew and see the light. And oh my God, that's wonderful. Oh, I see here that there is a commitment between you and she, as mother and daughter, and hopefully that's reinstated within this period of time for you. but yes, if you it says you took flight. I can believe that. Just so amazing. It's like you flew. You're flying all over. You're just so happy. And it's funny. This is a feline. I'm going to say that I know that means cat, but because I think, I don't know, for some reason I'm just feeling it means female. So that's your daughter. Yeah. But miracles are happening at a very, very interesting clip. And the only way we can really see them all the time is to come to places like this and have people share with us what's going on, because it may not be us that it's happening to, but in effect we're all connected, and so it happens to us through them, and we can feel that vibration, that energy, and it really serves the community very well.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much, dear. Absolutely. And Jan's Free is here, and I'm just saying, we're always sending you good energy to everybody here. We love you all, and thank you. It is a good way to start the week. I agree, and I love my Sunday shows with my girls. So thank you.
And everybody here. It's a
and everybody in the chat, but I meant you and Terry. But yeah, with everybody. Yeah. Oh,
we
it's
couldn't
Mother's
do it without you guys. I mean, it's beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Where are you, Lottie?
I think in the UK, it's Mother's Day. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want to put your mom's name in, her first name in, Lottie, we'll have Jean take a look. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Hi, Arwen the Gray and Hilda, and Willow's here. Yeah. And I've got more questions. Hang on. Yes, Mary, it was a tearjerker. Oh my God. Oh, yes. The shift is affecting the non-spiritual community. They just don't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yes, in the UK. So Lottie, go ahead and just put in Mom's first name and I'll add you to the list. Okay. All right. We have Emerald Buddha, wondering if Grandma Dora from her dad's side would like to come through. Okay. Thank you, dear. I got it, Lottie. And Arwen, I have your question.
I'm seeing braids, like very thin, fine braids. I don't know if she had long hair and she would braid it like the fine hair and braid it down. They're just showing me braids is the first thing that I saw when I'm calling on her.
Mm-hmm.
She's showing me that she was a good cook. I'm not sure if she was Mediterranean. She's just showing me like baking breads and making sauces and doing canning, preserving pickled vegetables, like all those things that
Wow.
She was a hard worker. She enjoyed working hard. She's telling me that she was the matriarch of the family, that her husband may have thought that he ran the household, but really she ran the household, is what she's telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong woman, raised a good man, raised a good family. She's just showing me she comes from good stock. She comes from good stock, and work hard and be in service to others, and um, and this is what she just had a very good motto, a very good positive type of outlook and a, soldiering on through thick and thin, no matter what life uh, dealt her. She just made the best of it and carried on. She was very, very strong, very stoic. Interesting, interesting.
Mary says braids have been used to convey a sense of spiritual strength and protection and used to connect with ancestral spirits. That's very interesting. Thank you. Hello, Loretta. Hello. All right. So what did I get, Emerald Buddha? She says, you're so full of magic. She knows what you do. And she says the magic just flows from your hands every single day. And she said your gifts are being utilized so well. She says you create well-being in other people because your heart is full of love and you're happy at what you do. And so there you go there. Are you thinking about traveling somewhere? Are you going on vacation? I get the travel card. I don't know. She says, I'll go with you wherever you're going, though, because I love to live vicariously through where you go. So there's that one. And she said, wherever it is, it will flow perfectly, just like energy does through your hands, because you are, my dear, a mystic. So you have magic and you have mysticism in you. And I think Grandma Dora loves that. I think she just, quote, adores it. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Really beautiful.
Thank you very much, Emerald Buddha. Big love to you. Okay, Kathy N's husband, Ali, passed 8 years ago, and I feel like I'm a mess adulting without him. Oh, honey. Does he have anything to say? Okay, honey. That's a long time, 8 years. Wow. Sorry.
So I'm not sure if this is your husband, but somebody is saying, be kind to yourself, let yourself off the hook and give yourself a break. They keep saying, don't be so hard on yourself, so critical on yourself, give yourself the grace. There is an adjustment, and how long it takes is no judgment um, and no criticism. It takes us all the time that it takes us. And what one person does in adulting does not look like how another person does adulting. That you're doing well, and to give yourself a break, be kind to yourself. So let me see if I can get Ali and bring him in, because I was just hearing that first. I needed to. So you have a lot of support from the other side. I'm seeing a bluebird with like a white belly and sort of black on the wings. I'm not sure if this is a symbol for your husband. And it's a little bluebird. It's not like a blue jay. It's one of those little bluebirds. He's sending you his love, and he's comforting your heart. He is saying that he is sorry that he left you so abruptly, and he's letting you know that he is guiding you from the other side. He said he has not left your side. His energy is with you, and that you're doing great.
Wow.
I'm going to leave it there.
We are our own worst critics, Kathy. And we sometimes just need someone else to validate us. We shouldn't have to have that, but we do need it sometimes, because we feel like we're just sort of stumbling around in the dark. But please know that you deserve love. You deserve all the best things, always, always, always. So claim it and make it yours. He says, you're not immune from those feelings. He says, I look down on you and I see a lot of people walking around on earth and they're going, oh, I'm not doing a very good job, or I look fat, or I'm this, or I'm that. We're all looking for the bad things. It's just a meat suit. We talked about this at the book club yesterday. This is just a meat suit that we wear. And so we do the best we can. It gets us around. It gets us to move around to where we need to be. He said, I am offering you and providing you with assistance, as are your guides and your ancestors and angels. You may not feel that some of the time, but I'm right there with you because I promised you I would be with you. And he wants you, and so going along with the first thing that you said here about not deserving it, you have the power. You have the most beautiful power, and it sits within you. And just know that because you have already gotten through the first 8 years of not being with your husband, that's quite a while to be getting through. So adulting is something that you've had to do for 8 years, and you're doing fine. You have the power. So God love you. God love you, honey. Yep. Yep, that meat suit is our earthly vehicle. All right. Here's the one for Lottie. This is her mother, and it's Mother's Day in the UK. So her name is Diana. Okay.
How appropriate, right?
Yes.
I'm thinking of Princess Diana when I see
I
that.
know. Yep. And Diana the Huntress, the goddess Diana. Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing like a wavy hair. I'm not sure if she had like a wash and set and her hair would be wavy and she would brush through it. She would get like a brush, one of those brushes that have like the I don't know, it's like a cushion on the brush, and she would brush through her hair and it would still be wavy, and but she would brush through the wash and set. I'm not sure why she's showing me this. But she's showing me that she had wavy hair that she was able to brush through, and I can hear the brush going through it. And I'm not, and please correct me if this is something that she did for you. Maybe you have the wavy hair and she used to brush your hair, but she's just bringing my attention to the brush, the sound of the brush going through wavy hair.
Yep. She said yes. Curly wavy hair.
She's thanking you for honoring her today. She is showing me bells, 3 bells, almost like in a triangular form. Not sure if that is meaningful to you at all. Maybe listen for the bells. Maybe do you hear bells, or is there a bell that you've heard in the past? She's showing me bells. Almost like a jingle bell. You know how they're kind of like they're kind of folded metal, and it has a little ball inside that moves around. And I see 3 of these, sort of like in a V shape, but I think it's more of a triangle. It'll take her a few minutes. I mean, a minute to come through. Lottie, Diana, what is the message for Lottie? She's saying that she is well, that she is in pristine form. She is with loved ones. They are all watching over you and sending you buckets of love, and they are guiding you from the other side, and she's just showering you with blessings. She's very, very happy, very joyful, and watching over you, and the connection is strong. The connection that you are making today, and thinking of her and bringing her in your thoughts, and allows her energy to come in close to you, that the connection is strong. Listen for those bells. Interesting.
Yeah. Wow. And I think it's birthdays, Mother's Day, Christmas. Those days are very important to honor our ancestors and remember all the memories that we had. And I just read something about the fact that the past, thought forms never die. They never can. And so your memories are those thought forms. And so what you're thinking about from the past, what you're thinking about possibility in the future, can't exist. We can't go there, but we can think about it, but it's all in the now. So I'm feeling as though this is the message as well, that I am with you now. I was with you then. I will be with you later. But right now is all we have. And I'm feeling that she wants you to know something new is coming. I don't know what it is. She says, I'm seeing something new. And it said an important new relationship. But, it could be a relationship with yourself. It could be a relationship with someone else or even an animal. And she says, trust in the divine purpose. The divine purpose, when it will come when it's ready to come, and it has divine meaning, and you will also be healed. So, yeah, you have a lot to look forward to there. Very, very, very wonderful. Yeah. I wonder if the 3 bells are her children, she says. That's very possible, Lottie. It could be. Yeah. Yep. Wow. All right. I'm just going to bring up these 2 comments and then we'll do Arwen and we are done today. Hilda says her left upper earlobe keeps burning. I feel total heat and wonder why or if my guardian angels are trying to get my attention. Okay, I'll behave. I love that. You remember a long time ago when the old folks would grab your ear and pull you if they didn't, we'd be thrown in for child abuse now, but at that time, I'm wondering if that's what it was. It's like they're trying to rein you in, Hilda. That's very possible. You got some old guides and angels working with you. The shift is affecting your brother. We talked about reincarnation, and we made a pact to look after our mom and disabled sister. Oh, that's something opening up, and you're there to help them along. That's wonderful, Jansbury. It's going to be helpful as well when hit your mom or others folks passing comes along, because you'll have something to hold on to, more to hold on to.
It was Starry Night's daughter, and now it's your brother, and there'll be more and more and more and more. This is all going to be happening. This is why we were all here learning all of this and being educated, so that when others around us start waking up and understanding, we can help them.
Absolutely. Actually, sometimes I get really surprised, and I have a student that's doing a paper for an online class in diversity. That's the class, diversity, and she's doing an online paper on a metaphysical topic. And I'm like, you just made my day. I said, nobody does these, and it just. I said, I'm so excited to be able to read this and to support you in your endeavor to do that. So. Looks like it was a good idea. She got me as her teacher at the time, I guess. So if questions are open, Arwen the Gray wonders what we see in her near future. Maybe it's lunch.
Poor Allie.
If I pull lunch, I'm going to really lose my lunch here.
But I love her icon. I love the peace with the world, and it's an absolutely beautiful icon, and what an image. And we had that dove of peace last week. Remember how powerful that was? And I do feel it. I do see it. And it's it resonates with me, but that is such a beautiful, beautiful image. I'm not sure if you created that, but it's one of my favorite symbols is the peace sign, this peace sign as well. As the sun. So let me see, Arwen. I feel as though I see you being surprised. I see you being like having an aha or amazed. Perhaps synchronicities will be, I don't know if the correct word is tantalizing, but just something that is enriching your life and enchanting your experience. I feel as though you're like, like this, like we did all day today. I feel as though there are more
Uh-huh.
in your future. I think there are more in your immediate surroundings, and if we just take the time to notice and give spirit and our loved ones and our spirit guides the benefit of the doubt, and realize that this isn't just a coincidence, it's actually a synchronicity, it's actually coming from spirit, and it's a sign and a symbol. How beautiful, how beautiful. I just feel you being surprised and amazed around you. Interesting.
Yeah. So, all right. So I pulled a few cards for you, and it's just what we've been experiencing today. It says, bide your time, but it says, follow the signs of the universe, divine guidance, synchronicities. And it says, wait quietly for a good opportunity. So it's just bide your time, but keep your eyes out. It says here, what you believe to be true is true. Trust your intuition. So you're looking for the signs, whatever it is that it says you already know. You already know. Look at the all-seeing eye here. It says it might take a little while for it to grow, for it to manifest itself into something more that you want, but you're on the pathway. It says keep up a good attitude and make the decision that you need to make when you feel best. Don't make it just because, oh, I should make that decision today. Say, okay, I'm going to ponder on that just a little bit longer until I feel completely comfortable. But remember, your intuition really does guide you. And it says here by the end of the month, you're going to start seeing some details. And so it could be that whatever way it's making its way to you, the synchronicities, the signs, the symbols, those kinds of things, they're going to be showing up in different times. And we've already seen it today in the chat where, Mary said, I think it was Mary that said that she, so many synchronicities, so many things were happening, and people that aren't even spiritual were able to see them. And so we've seen that 4 or 5 different times here. And you have had some lately. Good. I'm glad to hear that you have. Just keep looking for them because they're coming. They're coming, and they're coming fast. So, Jean, not in any way to be negative. I want everybody to know, by the way, that Scott Scorpio Sun is going to be on Jean's channel, I believe, at noon Eastern time.
Noon Pacific. Noon Pacific.
3 Eastern.
p.m. Eastern. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Scott is just wonderful. Great energy. They'll have a great time. And I have, tomorrow I have Valerie. Tuesday I have Mother's Tarot. We're going to be talking about the mothership that's above us. Ooh. She's going to tell us a little bit about that. Wednesday, I have a show as well. And Thursday, I have one, of course, with my mediums. And Friday, Susan Lynn is coming back, and I'm excited about it. So that's great. And I'm sure you have some shows with your ladies. Is that true? You and Terry? Yes. Okay. And that's coming up this week?
I think it's on Friday. Next Friday will be the next one. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of guidance can your guides give us for this week? It's a big week we're going to have, and I wonder if you have.
It's a big week for me too. I have a challenge in front of me.
Okay.
I believe that patience and sort of setting your expectations, also focusing on your own energy. Focusing on balancing your own energy and protecting your own energy, and not sort of letting your imagination run away with you with anticipating the worst. Our thoughts, we all see and experienced here on this show today that our thoughts and our prayers are very palpable and effective. And if we, like the cat with the law of attraction, if we practice balance and we bring balance into our home and our life, and this is what we'll attract. And this is something that I need to practice, that I need to learn this week as well. But
we all do.
Try not to just keep doing what you're doing. Take care of yourself, drink plenty of water, get plenty of sleep, be kind to one another, have forgiveness, and just hold the light.
Yeah. And as Wayne Dyer has said so succinctly, we are here to serve others. And we have to allow ourselves to find ways to do that. It could be very small ways. Maybe serving others is just a smile or just a wave or a wink or whatever. Thank you, wonderful people. Thank you, Jean. And thank you, Spirit. Willow says we have had some awesome other side people coming through and helping us today. And I agree 100%. Plus all the wonderful folks in the chat with all their affirmations and stories and just blowing us all away today. So thank you very much. We love it when you share. And thank you. God bless you all. Have a good week, everybody. Make it a good week. Oh, Emerald Buddha. My goodness. Thank you, my dear. Have a good week. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.